Our topic is all about customer focus. So, what is customer focus? Customer focus is a crucial in operational management because it directly aligns business processes with customer needs, ensuring products and services meet expectations. This alignment drives customer satisfaction and loyalty, which are essential for sustained growth and profitability. Ultimately, a customer-centric operational approach fosters continuous improvement, innovation, and a strong market reputation. So, ug mag-focus kuno ka sa customer, ma-align nimo or makita nimo ang needs sa customer ug unsaon nimo pag-meet sa ilang expectations. Mao nang importante ang customer focus kay mas mapadali ang pagbaligya sa product. Kay siyempre nag-focus man ka sa customer unsaon nimo nga ma-satisfy sila. Nya magka-create po na siya og satisfaction and loyalty sa imong mga customers. So that's why customer focus is important. So next is ang customer satisfaction and engagement. So customer satisfaction measures how happy customers are with the company's products, services, and overall experience, often reflecting whether their expectations have been met or exceeded. So ang customer satisfaction daw is kanang ma-measure nimo or makita nimo nga na-satisfy ba ang customer kay makita man nimo sa iyang action nga na happy siya. So mo nang customer satisfaction kay bale mo na ilang na-express. So, in the customer engagement, on the other hand, describes the ongoing emotional connection between a customer and a brand, characterized by active interactions, positive perceptions, and a sense of involvement. So, ang customer engagement daw is nag-describe sa emotional connection between sa customer ug sa brand. So, when we say engagement, it's a long-term relationship nga na-built between the customer and the company or brand. So, the difference between customer satisfaction and customer engagement, satisfaction is a contentment. Kumbali, snap lang siya. Kana lang nga, kana lang nga day or adlaw nga nakita nimo siya nga na-satisfy. While ang engagement is kanang long term, kay bale whole year. Whole year nimo siya nakita nga nag-create siya relationship between sa company or nahimo siyang loyal nga customer. So, let's proceed sa identifying customers. Identifying customers involve pinpointing and understanding the specific individuals or groups who are most likely to purchase and benefit from a product or service. This process goes beyond demographics to include psychographics, behaviors, needs, and pain points, allowing businesses to create detailed buyer personas. So, in identifying customers, diri nimo makita og unsa ang needs or behavior sa mga imong target market. Let's say for example, imong business is clothing apparel. So tungod kay uso man karon ng mga aesthetic nga mga suot like baggy pants or oversized t-shirt. So ang imo na lang need is unsaon nimo pag-identify sa customers. That's why ang target nimo ana is ang mga teenagers. Kay mao man ang trends ron nga magsuot og mga baggy pants or mga oversized t-shirt. So inganaon nimo pag identify sa imong customers. So next is the customer segmentation. Customer segmentation in operational management involves dividing broader customer base into distinct groups based on shared characteristics, needs, or behavior. So diri na magamit tong types of segmentation like atong demographic segmentation, geographic segmentation, segmentation, o behavioral segmentation. So ang customer segmentation magamit gyud ni siya to navigate customers needs ug para ka kinsa ang imong gibaligya. Next is understanding customer needs. Understanding customer needs involves actively researching and analyzing what motivates customers, their challenges, and their desired outcomes when interacting with a product or service. So diri daw need nimo i-understand ang needs sa customers. Like i-define nimo unsa ang problem, unsa ba gyud ang pwede nga product para sa ila nga ma-sustain ra nila ang kamahal ba or kabarato kay basin ka na nga area kay kuan na kaning minimum wage ra pud ang mga sahod sa tao. So mo nang need gyud nga i-understand ang customer needs kay para ang business ikaw nga namaligya dili ka ma-bankrupt kay tungod na understand mo ang needs sa imong mga customers. So let's proceed sa 5 principle of dimensions. First is ang reliability. So reliability refers to the consistency of performance or dependability of a product or service over time. Example, a bakery owner promises fresh bread daily. If customers consistently get fresh bread every day on time, the bakery reliability is high. Kumbaga og mutuman kasi yung mga saad nga maghimo kag fresh bread kada adlaw, so ang customer maintain sila mag-expect nga naay bag fresh nga bread every day. So mo nang ang reliability nimo taas gyud. Next is ang tangible. So it refers to the physical aspects or appearance of a product or service that customers can see, touch, or experience. Example, a restaurant owner's tangible quality include the cleanliness of the dining area, presentation of food, and comfort of seating. If the restaurant looks clean and inviting, it's got good tangible quality. So when we say tangible, mo na yung mga kuan nga makita sa customer or magunitan sa customer or ma-experience sa customer. So once nga tangible kasi imong business, so ang customer ana mag-expect na siya og higher gyud. Tungod kay nakita nila nga uy nindot din diri magkaon nga restaurant. So ganahan sila magbalik-balik ana diha. Next is ang empathy. So empathy refers to the ability of a business to understand and share the feelings of its customers, providing personalized service. So diri daw sa empathy kanang naghatag ka og empathy sa imong customers, like ginhatagan nimo sila og value nga ginhatagan nimo og time para mo mo suggest sila og unsay gana unya imo po silang suggestan og kani ang gana sa imo ma'am. So ma-feel sa customer nga gi-value sila. So the last is ang responsibility. Responsibility refers to the willingness to take ownership and accountability for actions, decisions, and their impact on customers.
Building customer focused organization. First is customer commitments, customer contact and interpretation, electing and developing customer contact employees, service recovery and complaint management. So it means it is a daily operation on understanding and serving the customer needs. Means put, putting the customer at the center of every decision and action. It's about understanding their needs, expectation, and behaviors to the business to create loyal customers and leading to sustainable growth and success. For example, imagine a small bakery, instead of just baking what they think will sell, a customer-focused bakery would use a fresh and high-quality ingredients and offer a satisfaction guarantee. So if a customer isn't happy with the product, they will replace it or offer a refund without hesitation. So next, managing customer relationships. First is strategic partnership and alliance, meaning refers to forming collaboration with other business or organization to enhance value offered to customer. For example, a local coffee shop partners with a nearby bakery so the coffee shop can now offer fresh drinks to the customer, while bakery gains new customer through the coffee shop. This alliance benefits customer by offering more convenience in one place. So to strengthen their relationships with both business. Second, customer focused technology and analytics. Meaning this involves using technology and data analysis to understand customer behavior, preferences, and needs, and then using that information to personalize interaction and improve service. For example, a ride sharing app like Grab or Uber uses technology to make getting a ride easy for you. It uses your phone's location and watches where your driver is going right away or arrive in time. So this tracking creates a lot of data. The company at this data to find busy roads and times. A ride-sharing app like Grab or Uber uses technology to make getting a ride easy for you. It uses your phone's location and watches where your driver is going right away or arrive in time. So this tracking creates a lot of data. The company looks at this data to find busy roads and times and where more drivers are needed. All this information helps them to make service better, giving the customer easy and fast trips. So next is measuring customer satisfaction and engagement. First, designing satisfaction survey, meaning creating clear questions to ask customer about their experience. For example, a restaurant might ask the customer to rate their food and service. Second, analyzing and using customer feedback. This involves reviewing all the responses or feedback to find common themes and acting on them. If many customers complain about slow services, so the restaurant would hire more staff or streamline to their operation to make it more effective or convenience. Third is measuring customer loyalty. This tracks how often customers return and if they recommend the business to others. Like for example, imagine a small coffee shop. To measure loyalty, they track how many customers use their loyalty card. So if a customer uses their card to buy coffee every day for a month, they are considered loyal. If they also bring a new friend to the shop who signs up for a loyalty card, that's another sign of strong loyalty. So thank you.